Hello there and welcome to another MiniGuard 951 pixel art tutorial, and today, since I've been doing some Pokemon, I'm gonna finally get around to doing Pikachu. He's probably one of the best known Pokemon, I would have thought. Well, is it probably one of the only ones that I know, and he does electric. You learn something new every day. Right, so what we're gonna do, 6 by 2 here, like that. Yeah, and then from there you want your yellow. It depends if you want to use gold blocks or yellow wool, it's totally up to you. Then do a row of 2 on the inside one. So this would be the view from the outside for now. So then you want to do a row where it sticks out 1 at the edge there and 1 over the black here. Then what you could do is bring it up, out and up. So that would be the pattern for this for now. Right, we've done that. That looks pretty decent. What we can do is we're just going to do the back of him. So you want to bring this in 1 here, then this out. So it comes out 1, and then the next one you want to bring it out and do a row of 3. So there, 2, 1, 3. And you want to continue that again, same with this side. You want to continue what you did with that. So you want to go in 1 and then out 2 here, and then you want a row of 4 so it lines up with the front here. Symmetrical for now, so just copy what you've done with the other side. I think that one there. And that should be the base of your model done here. What we'll do is we can fill in this bit for now because you won't actually see this. We'll fill it up to there because we'll probably get his belly to be, yeah, we'll do his belly. So what you can do is bring this in 1 here and here by his feet. And then what you want is the white wool. And you want to go 1, 2, 3, so it sticks out 1 here. Then this, you want a row of 3, and then a 1. And then you can fill this all in. This will act as his belly. You can do this if you want, but you won't really see the underneath of him. Right, so you should end up with something that looks like that for now. Stay there for a minute so you can have a look. Right, so now what you want to do is on this block here, you want to go out diagonal here and here. So it comes forward 1. And then you can go diagonal here. So it meets up with the side of the yellow there. Same with this one. So you should end up with something that looks like that for now. And then what you can do is bring this out again. Ooh. Do a row of 3. The next one you want to do a row of 6, I think that is. Yeah, 6. No, 5. And then a row of 3 on top. And this would just be the starter of his belly. So what you want to do is come around to here, place a block there, and then bring it up 1, in 1, and around. So it comes around the actual top of the pattern you've just placed before. Bring it down all the way to where you finished and started on the other side. So you should end up with something like that. Then on this, you want to do a row of 3 here. Right, and then what you can do is diagonal block here, 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 and here. Just like that. Right, so it's starting to take shape now. As long as you follow me, you should be alright with this model. It's quite an easy one. What you can do is come down to here, fill in the white here, and the same with the other side. So you come across, fill it in here. So you get that sort of pattern there. Right, now we'll go back to the yellow for now, and what you can do is just fill in this top bit here. Zigzag pattern again, like that. So you should look like that. Then you want a row of 3 brown, black even, sorry, my bad. And then what you can do is come out here and here, with your black wool. You can delete the the ones at the back because you're not going to see them. And then what you want is yellow here, here, and here. So it's just like a stripy pattern at the minute. And then what you want to do is diagonal here and here with yellow, and then another black here. And what that will do is that, as you can see, it's starting to take shape of his actual face. So then what you can do is come to this yellow here and do like a backwards L with a white there. And this will be his eye. We'll do the exact same on this side. So he's looking at this sort of way here. I know it doesn't look too much like him at the minute, but once it's complete it should start to look like the Pikachu. So you want to do like an upside down T in the middle here, then go to the back of this black, and then what you want to do is follow this all the way around that upside down T pattern you've done and finish it over the whites like that. Then you can put a yellow on the back of the black here and on the back of the white this side. As you can see, it's starting to take shape. What we can then do is come back to here, go diagonal here and here, and the same with this side, just to bring him back and make him a bit more rounder. Right, so what we can do here is fill in this top block and this top block, and then from here you want like a cross pattern. So you want just like that, so it looks like that from the top. Then what you can do is follow this round here. In fact, we'll just follow it all the way around for now. All the way around this cross. So you should end up with something that looks a bit like that for now. So you've done that. Then what you can do is add an extra one on this side here and here. So it brings it out. And then also for the next side here, you want to bring it out again. So it sticks out one extra, and the same with this side. Oop, just like that. As you can see, it's really starting to take shape now. We'll go down and we'll just do the back bit, and then we'll go back round and complete the sides like we normally do. So what we could do, find these three here, then what you can do is go diagonal down here and here, and then fill in this bit with a row of three. Right, then under that row of three you want it to come out and do, that's 4, 5, a row of 5, and then bring it down here and here. So it looks like that, and then you can come out diagonal here again. So that's right, yeah. And then this one you want to come down basically 3. So that would be 3 down there. But then what you want to do is come out here and here, an extra 2 either side. And then on the next one, bring it down an extra row and out one. So then once you've done that, you can bring this across, do another row of 3, then you get your brown wool, and here you want to do a row of 5. So once you've done your row of 5 like that, then you want to go back to your yellow, and then back to your brown, and keep doing that until you get to this last one. Then you want a row of 5, and then a row of 3, and as you can see, that links up to the back there quite nicely. So then from here, what you can do is bring this down all the way to the bottom here, and then from this bit you can, if you want, bring the brown around. It's totally up to you. I'm going to do that for now. So then bring this all the way down again till it meets this corner, then take out the blocks where you want to place your brown. Right, we'll quickly do his tail and then we'll go to bed. Right, so 2 out here, 1 diagonal outwards like that, then one diagonal in, and we're going to continue this sort of pattern all the way up, but we're going to change it now. We've got a yellow here, here, and is that right? There. Oh, sorry, we'll bring this out one more this way, and then one more inwards like that. It's totally up to you though, it's just a random sort of design I'm going to do for this tail. So 2 there, 1, 2, 3. So let's say something like that for his tail at the minute. In fact, I've done it too low. Alright, we'll go to bed and we'll do the rest in the morning. Fool! Crazy fool! Right, let's do the tail now. What we can do is find that block, one up from the row of 3. You want to come out 2 here. You want to bring it out diagonal that way, and then bring it back in. And then what you can do with your yellow, you can bring it out one diagonal this way, and then again, but then one on top. So it'll end up with a pattern like that for now. And then what you can do is go 2 this way, 1 up, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 5 in total, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. No, in fact, what we could do is take this back one, so it'll end up with a pattern like that, and that'll be his tail. It's quite a simple one for this. I'm not going to go too mad for his actual tail. So then what you can do is from the back find this corner here, this block, and you want to bring it in 1 and then run it up to there. And you do the exact same with this side. Find that corner block, out 1 and then up to there, so it fills in nicely. Right, so what we can do from here is we come down to the bottom of the leg, and this bit here you can bring out a layer. So you want a row of 3 here, the next one you want a row of 5, so that will cover up to there, and then on top of that again it'll be a row of 3 like that. And then what you can do is come around to the corner bit here, and you want a diagonal here and then one here, but then you want to bring it out twice, and then you can bring this up to roughly there where you did the one which comes out to the side here. You can then bring that in and run that up to here, roughly about the same distance as where you went with the other one. Then you can bring up another 2 here, so that'll line up with that. You can see it's sort of a pattern going to this here. Run it all the way across so it covers up there. And then what we can do is this bit here will be where his arm is, so we'll just fill that in, but we'll put 2 there just as a guider of where his arm is actually going to start. So then you can just fill this in here and here for now, just up to there. And then what you can do is for this arm you can bring it back 1 extra here, bring it forward, and then place a brown on the end for his hand. Just a simple hand. We're not going to go too much into detail for this. So then what you could do here is another square, so it'll end up looking like that. It looks like his shoulder almost. So then what we can do is we get his red ball, and we're going to do his cheeks actually. So from here, in fact, we'll bring that one back, an extra one. So we want a red there, one diagonal here, then it's a bit hard to explain, one here and then one diagonal here. So that'll be his cheek. So So you know, nice red cheeks as Pikachu has. Right, so then you come up to follow this up to here, and then you bring it across to so it meets up to the cheek, and then the next row will go and sit so it sits one over, like so. And then they can fill in that block there. As you can see, then it starts to take shape, then you can just fill this bit in here, and here. And that's pretty much that side done. We'll quickly do the other sides, run you through it again so you don't get too confused with what I've done here. So right, we'll diagonal here, then a diagonal 2 here. Right, then we want a row of 3, a row of 5, and then another row of 3 for the leg. So then you can run this up to roughly there where you brought out the other 2, like you did with the other side. And then from here you can come back diagonal, run this all the way around to there. In fact, you can do this all the way up to the top because remember, this is where we put the arm in. So that'll run up to there. So let's go down and put the arm in. I'm a bit close because there's another model behind me, so you'll have to excuse the space. So right, what you want to do is find this corner block here, then count up 1, and you want to place 2 like that. Then the next one, it'll be 1 row back, and it'll stick out 1 with your brown wool on the edge of it. And then from here, you get yellow and place 2 like that, and that'll be acting as his shoulder. And this will be the bits where you put his cheeks in, so you want to get your red wool. Let's check what we've done here. So from, you want a diagonal here, here, here and here. From what I can remember, yeah. So that's good, that's looking good there. Then from this bit here, you want your yellow again, and you want to run it so it goes over 1 over the side there. And then you can fill this bit in. And round. And that is that side complete. Now all we've got to do is little sort of ears and horns. So for his ears, what we can do is find this block here, go back diagonal there, then out to diagonal this way, and then we'll put a black up here like so. We'll do the exact same for this side. Come to here, so you want a diagonal back here, then one out this way. In fact, down here this way, and then a black upwards here, like that. And there you go. There is your 3D Pikachu. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. You leave a like, a comment. Don't forget to share the video. Tell your friends. Take care. Goodbye.